Hello and welcome to a new episode of our podcast From Fear to Faith. My name is Doris and I am here together with
Gunilla Henriksson.
Hi Gunilla. Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you, Doris.
So our podcast is about exploring how to overcome situations of fear and how to surrender into these situations through different kind of mindset work, energy work, overcoming limiting beliefs and these things. And in this new episode, it's funny that both of us, Gunilla and me, we have chosen quite similar challenges, but of course, those days we didn't know each other yet, and we have probably taken different measures. So I'm curious to learn a bit more about Gunilla's situation. So Gunilla, would you mind to share a bit more? Thank you.
Yes, I will share a big occasion in my life, and that was when I was going to move from Sweden to Spain. And I had a newborn baby, my first son. He was only 3 months old. And I had a lot of fear because it was my first son. And also, I've never been to Spain before. I didn't know the language. I didn't know the culture. I didn't know any people there except my ex husband. So it was totally new, and also I didn't know the system, to have a little baby, the hospitals, how you deal with the hospitals and baby cares and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So I remember when a big truck came to, get all, things from Sweden, and it says Spain, and I had my baby, my son here, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh my gosh, what am I doing here? And it was fear. It was fearful. And also I was bringing my cats. And on the plane, I was just leap of faith, Gunilla. Faith, everything will unfold and trust. So I came there and had to learn everything, from the
yeah,
beginning. To learn the language and start to getting to know the neighbor. And they didn't speak Swedish, English, so we were, but it was we were speaking through the heart. They were so lovely.
hmm hmm
So step by step, I got more and more into the whole system and getting to know Spanish and people around. Uh,
yeah.
so, um, but definitely a challenge.
Wow. But Gunilla, one question. When you said to your ex-husband, so those days it was your husband, and that was the reason why you moved to Spain?
Yes, exactly.
Ah, I see. Okay, so you were with your family, so to say.
Yes, exactly.
Ah, yeah, but still not knowing the language.
Mm.
Uh,
And also it was totally different culture. Remember when he picked
yeah,
me up at the airport? In Sweden, we have this really safety car seats for babies.
yeah,
And he came and picked me up with like, it looked like a toy, a car, baby seat with just straps. And it was like, I could like go like this and it will, move. And I was like, oh my gosh, our son is going to sit in this. And he said, well, usually we don't have anything, for babies. And we just hold them in the arm. And I was like, what? So there's so many different
mhm,
things regarding, culture also at
mhm.
that time.
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, and
So how long for how many years did you stay then in Spain?
I was staying there for a couple of years. I don't remember exactly because I was
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
going back
yeah,
and
yeah.
forth. Yeah.
Yeah. But did you somehow get into the culture and feel at home?
Yeah,
So
I
it
do.
was your new home then?
Yes, I still feel at home there when I go there.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Because I asked because I know that you are now living in Sweden again.
Yes, exactly. No, it feels like a second home.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, lovely.
definitely.
Yeah. And also having a child and the responsibility for a child
Mm.
um, leaving the home country. Yes,
Yes. Yeah,
great. Thank you.
it was a
Yeah,
challenge.
yeah.
But
And in
also
the
wanted to
of
say,
course,
Doris, that
yeah,
uh, even though I had a lot of fear, I had this strong desire, and I know that I wanted to live in Spain since I was a kid.
yeah,
So the dream came true.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why I asked about the child is because my today's story is quite related to yours
Yeah.
because I also left my home country and moved from Germany to Denmark. So that is only, you could say, only 4 years ago that we took that decision. And it also was really, you could say, a leap of faith that we did that because we were, of course, well established in that home. Yeah, we had our own house. We were living in our own house. We had kind of built it on our own. I mean, we had um, um, overlooked the construction and instructed the workers, and it was built according to the plans we had made for ourselves. And there was an established, really lovely neighborhood. We left behind, I left behind a very well paid job. And I also loved everything around the job, the colleagues and everything. And also for our son, who had to come with us because he is still a school kid. Um, Also for him, it was a very significant change in life. Um, and somehow, of course, there were some fears. How will it all become? Will I find a good job and everything? Yeah. So the first thing we did was similar to when we moved within Germany. The first thing was that I looked for a good school for my son. So that was, so to say, the most important thing. And then afterwards, second priority, where can we live and where can I earn my money? Yeah. So um, yeah, but it was really we had to sell our house. We had to say goodbye to friends, to everything, and completely install ourselves new here. And of course, we knew the country a bit, so different from what you shared, because we had been in Denmark for summer vacation several times, and I knew, or also my husband, we knew that the people are so nice. Yeah, so they really they are not too open, but they are really nice. And do you it's really yeah, a wonderful atmosphere here, yeah, full of respect,
Mm.
and they are also respect your individuality very much. So it's not that, maybe not that uh, conformity as in Germany. So we knew all these things, but of course we were not naive. So we all also knew that it's a difference if whether you go on vacation or whether you are supposed to live there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Doris, how come that you decided to move to Denmark?
Yeah, you could say we made the best out
Mm.
of a very difficult situation. So that was because my husband was long-term ill, had a serious illness, and he started back to work, but then realized that um, it's really not the best way. So he could have done it, but we some days before a Christmas break, we just reflected upon it and said, so why? What if he would just stop and have an early retirement? And that decision opened so many new avenues. Yeah. So we always wanted to, that one of our dreams, life dreams, was to live close to the ocean front. Yeah,
Ah,
close to the water, close to the ocean.
yeah.
And we didn't do this because the jobs are more in central Germany. So we were living in the Rhineland. And then moving to the waterfront, that was an option you can have in Denmark because
Mm.
there is so much water around. And that what we knew from our vacations. Yeah, so that was, you could say, with overcoming this fear of having to start again in our almost 60s, start again all over again.
Yeah.
Um, that the positive side was it was also helping us to fulfill one of our life dreams.
Yes. So actually you moved because you really were longing to live close to the ocean.
Yeah, and we were open to another change,
Yeah.
so to say. Yeah, so
Wonderful.
you know that you are giving up on a lot of things, but and this is, you can also put a more in general terms. If you want to grow, if you want to develop, you have to give up something. You
Exactly.
have to come out of your comfort zone
Mhm.
and to start something new. Of
Yep.
course, you never know, you never have the guarantee
Mm.
if this will be as good as the previous situation or maybe even better. So that
Yeah.
one can guarantee you. So you have to jump into the unknown. You have to step to take these steps, even though you don't know what will
Exactly.
come in the future. Yeah, but having a vision and a desire, as you say, um, of what you want to have in the future and how it would feel uh, sitting there and looking on the waterfront or looking over the bay and walking on a sandy beach every day. So that is a strong driver.
Yes.
Yeah, and I can just recommend everyone to have these kind of dreams, to have these desires, and really feel into these desires and let them come true already in your mind and feel them in your body.
Mm.
And then you are well prepared for these next steps.
Yeah. And even if whatever you do, this leap of faith, you will always learn a lot about yourself and you will learn new things in your life that will
Absolutely.
develop you, even if it's, yeah, I mean, you can choose to look at the positive or the negative, but I mean, if you choose to, that you learn from everything and you expand when you
Yeah,
take this leap of faith.
exactly. It's a kind of expansion. So I
Yeah.
also had to learn a new language.
Mm.
Yeah, because my employer, I mean, I do speak a lot of English. I can help myself with English usually, but they also expected that I learn Danish,
Yeah.
and that I did very quickly. And of course, I'm still a learner, so yeah, it's it's maybe not the easiest language,
Yeah.
even not for a German-speaking person. So it's somehow related, but it's totally different.
Yes. Well, it was so yeah, amazing. We got, I mean, we were talking, we didn't know this before this podcast this
Yeah,
morning, what we were going to talk about, and then it ended up both about moving to another country.
funny. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
great.
Gunilla, thank you so much for sharing the story. And I
Thank
think we
you.
can also invite uh, all people who are listening. If you want to learn more, just contact us via email or send us a like, maybe, and contact us. And if you want to share a story, we are also curious to hear about your story. And we can discuss how to share your story. So either you come into our podcast or we speak upfront and you just share it with us anonymously. So whatever feels good for you, because these kind of stories, we do this to encourage others. So that's, I think, our motivation behind it,
Yes,
so that more people can expand, more people can grow into their dream lives.
yes.
So thank you for today.
Yeah, thank you.
See you soon. Bye bye.
See you.
Bye, Gunilla.
Bye.